Evolution is a process that results in heritable changes in a population spread over many generations, leading to the diversity of organisms on Earth. Several theories exist in evolutionary biology, such as the Big Bang theory or theory of spontaneous generation. Do you know about the non evolving population, or a population whose allele frequency remains constant? Yes, the Hardy-Weinberg principle says about it. Let us understand the principle in this session. This principle was proposed by G. H. Hardy, an English mathematician, and W. Weinberg, a German physician. It describes a theoretical situation in which the population undergoing no evolutionary change. It defines the structure of a non-evolving population. Here, the gene frequency remains constant for many generations. Let us see in detail. Hardy-Weinberg principle says that allele frequency in a population are stable and are constant from generation to generation. It is a mathematical approach that explains the occurrence and consistency of gene frequency for a particular gene explained using algebraic equations. Before looking into it, we must know the definition of gene frequency. It is the frequency with which a particular allele occurs in a population. If certain conditions exist, gene frequencies are supposed to remain fixed. The sum total of all the allele frequencies is equal to 1. Let's now discuss the mathematical expression in detail. Let us consider the binomial expansion of p plus q the whole square. Individual frequency can be named p, q, etc. In a diploid, p and q represent the frequency of allele A and allele small a. The frequency of capital A and capital A individuals or homozygous dominant is simply p square. Similarly, small a or homozygous recessive is q square. For capital A small a or heterozygous, it is 2pq. When we calculate the frequencies, if there is a difference from the expected values, it indicates the extent of evolutionary change. For clarity, let us check one problem based on this principle. Calculate the percentage of heterozygous individuals and homozygous dominant individuals in the population if the frequency of two alleles in a gene pool is 0.50 for capital A and 0.35 for small a. So let us now check the solution. Here, capital A, that is P, is 0.50 and small a, that is Q, is 0.35. The equation is P plus Q the whole square is equals to P square plus 2PQ plus Q square. Recall that for heterozygous, we express it as 2PQ. So, 2PQ is equals to 2 into 0.5 into 0.35, that is 0.35, that is 35%. Next, we need to find out the percentage of homozygous dominant. Homozygous dominant is represented as P square or capital A into capital A. That is, capital A into capital A is equals to 0.5 into 0.5, that is 0.25, which is equal to 25%. Let us now check the factors that affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. There are 5 different factors that affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. They are gene flow or migration, genetic drift, mutation, natural selection, and genetic recombination. All these factors should be absent to satisfy a Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Let us learn each factors in detail. Here you will learn two terms. They are gene flow and gene pool. So how will you define gene flow? The change which can bring a change in gene frequency is called a gene flow. Here we can say that evolution can also occur as a result of gene flow. And how does this happen? This gene flow occurs when there is migration. The movement of organism from one place to another can easily change gene pool frequencies even if there are no other evolutionary mechanisms operating. Gene pool, on the other hand, refers to the total genes and their alleles in the population. We'll now learn about the next factor, that is genetic drift and founder effect. So how will you relate the terms genetic and drift? It is an evolutionary mechanism featured by the fluctuation in the frequency of a particular version of a gene in a population by chance. Is it clear for you? Let's now check the same concept with an example. Consider a population of rabbits with different coat colors and their alleles are equally distributed. A disease spread into this population and kills majority of the rabbits. The only rabbits left is of rabbits having coat color brown simply by chance. So the genes have drifted from 4 alleles to 2. Now, what is founder effect? Sometimes the change in allele frequency is so different in the new sample of the population that they become a new species. The original drifted population is known as founder and the effect is called as founder effect. Now next factor is mutation. The sudden appearance of variations caused by the variations in DNA is termed as mutation. Have you ever heard of the term genetic recombination? During gametogenesis, that is formation of gametes, exchange of genes happens. And it is between the non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. Here, new association of alleles are formed in the reproductive cells. We can infer that crossing over is the major source of genetic variation. So, this change also fluctuates the frequency of genes. At last, we'll see about natural selection. Haven't you heard about the Darwin's finches? Natural selection is a process in which heritable variations enabling better survival and are selected to reproduce and leave a large number of progenies. It can lead to stabilization, directional change or disruption. So, natural selection has some properties or results on different traits. Let us check the outcomes of natural selection by a graph. If we try to explain the graph, the first graph explains the stabilizing population, meaning more individual acquires the mean character value. But if you check the second graph, it explains the directional selection. Here, more individuals acquires other than the mean character value and move to a particular direction. And the last graph explains the disruptive population. You can see that more individual acquires the peripheral character values at both ends of the distribution curve. Here we have studied an important and interesting concept, that is Hardy-Weinberg principle. It is a theory of a non-evolving population and it can be easily visualized through scientific problems. So, if a population's homozygous dominant frequency is 0.25, find its homozygous recessive and heterozygous frequencies. Let's now summarize what we have learned.
Manorama Horizon. Learning made simple.